Hello, welcome back to my channel. Ignore this background setup that I have right now and the toilet that doesn't have a door, so I cannot close it. This is what we're working with for the time being until we do a bit of a reshuffle. So I am officially in Australia, Sydney to be exact, preparing for university. Last week I did have a little bit of a dip in my emotional state in the sense that it suddenly hit me how very far everything is away from me and that I am especially committing to this. So I wanted this for the past 2 or 3 years and I have been planning for this, but I think around last week I was also PMSing. This kind of just hit me and it was quite the experience. But luckily I do have people that I know here that I can always hang out with that also remind me of home. That is a positive actually. I do think it's very hard to move to a new country when you also don't have a support network around you. So I am very lucky to have that. One thing though that I've really loved about Australia is the amount of Asian food that there is available here. I know in London it's quite hard to come by, and when I say Asian food I mean specifically East Asian food or Southeast Asian food. In London you can come by obviously East Asian, Southeast Asian food, but there's a lot more choice here and for a lot cheaper. That's one thing that I've really loved exploring. I've recently been obsessed with maratang, so that was really good, eating my way around Sydney on that dish. Also, obviously, as a Brit, the beaches aren't that bad. I kind of like them. I have to say something about the weather though. It is more humid in Sydney than I expected. I think actually I prefer Melbourne weather just because it's a little bit cooler, it rains a bit more, and it reminds me of London. So quickly back to uni. For context, I am doing a Masters of Pharmacy here, specifically at the University of Sydney. And regarding enrollment, I've basically done everything I needed to do. I've already gone to campus and picked up my student ID, and just the next few days, you're probably going to see a bit of me settling in, a bit of me running errands, and just getting used to the life here. I'm also not sure if you've noticed, but I look a little bit different here than I normally do. And it's just because I get a little bit of a haircut, I get a little bit of a box tie. So yeah, we shall see that as well. I woke up this morning and realised that there was no bread, so I'm off to the shops to do some grocery shopping. I made it. I am alive. I have my groceries right here. Have everything I ever need. Now it's attempting to head back home and have breakfast. I am having a little errand day. I need to open up a student bank account. I've been having a lot of issues with that because every time I try to open it up online, they ask for 2 forms of ID. And one I can provide, which is my passport. But every other ID they ask is an Australian driving license, a Medicare card, a Aussie, I don't know, home address or something that I've lived in for more than a month, and I don't have any of those. So hoping if I go into the branch, I can just start one up. We're gonna see how that goes. And then I'm just gonna buy a few things. I was actually here yesterday, but I didn't run all the errands I needed to run yesterday, so today I'm also gonna do a tiny bit of shopping. And then I think I'm also gonna see a friend. That'll be exciting. Oh, and I'm getting a haircut because my hair is like really annoying me and these bangs are getting in my way. I have set up my bank account. It is 9:45. My hairdressing appointment is at 11. So I'm just gonna do nothing for the time being and walk around, maybe do some shopping. Done. This is my hair. I got it layered a lot, so it's a lot lighter. I just couldn't deal with the humidity. It was also a dry cut, which is also why the fringe looks a bit strange, but when I have a shower, it should all be okay. It looks like there's going to be a thunderstorm. Considering that they say that Australia has really good weather, I agree, it does. But this week is just all rain, which I actually really like because it does remind me of the UK. And also, it hopefully will wash out all the stray hair pieces in my hair. I still haven't figured out how to style this fringe yet, but I'm also hoping the rain will help me style it. I am so glad that I finally started up a bank because that was one thing that was really on my nerves. That I couldn't, because usually I use Revolut. However, you can only transfer a certain amount of money per month before fees are added to it. When I say transfer, I mean like exchange currencies. And I was just tired of having to exchange everything from British pounds to Australian dollars. It's also great if I have a job here and I can just pay things directly into my Australian bank account. That really is a relief. I've pretty much bought everything I needed to buy. I am running low on skincare, so I might buy some more. But we'll see how we go with that because I'm not really sure what to buy yet. I'm running low on toner, face wash, and sun cream. So we'll see what is out there. We'll browse a bit. Also, those shorts I tried on earlier today, I really wanted to get them, but I feel like I have enough clothes. And considering that I'm moving at the end of like this month, I don't want to buy like too much. I say that, but I feel like I've bought so much already. Hello, I am back in my room. Well, this is, I guess, my haircut once the rain has dried. I like it. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything like special or spectacular. I just needed it thinned on the sides because it got really heavy. And I tend to quite like a fringe, although I didn't expect it to be as like, as this. But we can make it work. So yeah, and I can still tie it up and not much length was taken out of it, like at all. I just wanted something for when like uni started. And I'm just gonna go through everything I got today. So in the morning, I opened up a bank. Thank God that's over. So glad. Caused me so much grief. I also just got wet wipes and hand sanitizer just because in case like bathrooms don't have toilets or if you want to eat and there's no toilet to wash your hands. Got these. Now my biggest expenditure today was my skincare. I kind of wanted to go for something a bit new and something I hadn't gone for before. However, in saying that, out of the 5 products I've bought, 3 of the products I've already tried before. One of them actually, I haven't tried but I know the brand. Cleanser. I can never go wrong with this cleanser. Love this cleanser. The one I have right now is just a CeraVe like normal cleansing one, and I find it a bit too like soft for my skin when it is this humid. One thing about the UK, it's not very humid at all, whereas here, quite humid, and I wanted something a tiny bit more, I don't want to say harsher because that's not the right word, but something a bit more, less gentle on my skin. And this one, although it is very gentle, it is not as like soft as the CeraVe one, because I'm not joking, when I put on the CeraVe, let me show you actually. So I have this one, I have a hydrating cleanser, and I don't know if it's for very dry skin, but when I try it on, well, I mean, it says normal to dry skin, but when I put it on my skin, I find that it feels almost as if like it's a moisturizer, not a cleanser. and I don't always feel like it does anything for my skin, whereas this one, I know it does. It's also not expensive and very affordable for the quality of the product, from my experience anyways. I also got toner, and I love this brand of toner. So good. This one plus the one I'm using now, which is Haru Haru Black Rice Toner, I think. Both really good. Love this as well, so hence why I got it. This one, my god. So I have the sun cream, and I like the sun cream of this brand, but it isn't my favorite. I have used a serum of theirs before, and I really liked that serum. I forgot which one I used, but it was whatever it was really good. So I was like, oh, let me try some like night cream, because I needed to get night cream as well. That's one thing I forgot to mention. And when I picked this off the shelf, I think I misread the label, and I thought it costed like $20. 46. And I didn't realize until I like paid, as in like they told me the total, and I was like, oh, it's a bit pricey. But at that point I was like, whatever, I'll pay. And it wasn't until I looked at the receipts. $46. I don't think I'd get this again because of the price, but I like this brand. Onto sun cream. As I mentioned, the sun cream that I currently have, I like. It's not my favorite because I find it slips off the skin very easily. Like I don't think it's waterproof, it's not like sweat proof. Maybe this is just because it's very lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. And I find in rain, in wind, in like drizzle, it just feels like this completely gone. And I wanted something a bit like more longer lasting. So I wanted to try this brand. I don't think you can actually see the brand actually. And it's by Missa. I'm really bad at pronouncing things, so I really hope I didn't butcher the name. So it's water and sweat resistant, and it says it's ideal for outdoor activities or sports, and it's formulated with eucalyptus globulus leaf extract, and it gives a matte finish to the skin with a refreshing feeling. My skin is like very oily, as you can see from the shine right now, so it would be nice if it was like a little bit matte. So yeah, I have a feeling this goes on like deodorant. I'm not actually sure. So this is what it looks like. I'm not sure how you open it though. Oh, okay. So I assumed it was gonna go on like deodorant, in like a deodorant stick, but this is, I guess, the applicator. I don't know. My only experience of doing reviews is watching makeup YouTubers, so. I also got spot patches, and I want to try this brand because I've tried the Corsic. I want to say Corsic. It's like Corsx. I think that's how you spell it. I've tried those pimple patches, and as nice as they were, I don't think they were anything like spectacular. So I wanted to just try another one and see how this compares. But yeah, that is what I got. This is at another shop. I got hair dye. I might dye my hair now just because it's clean. I want to get over and done with. I don't actually necessarily enjoy the process of dyeing hair. It's quite tedious. My first thing is I need to translate everything this says because I don't understand a word of it. It is hair dyeing time. I don't know how else I'm going to position this camera, so we're going to work with this angle. I'm a little bit nervous to start, to be perfectly honest, just because whenever I dye my hair, I tend to find, obviously the darker the hair, the more red pigment there is in it, and whenever I try to dye my hair a lighter color, it turns orange. So that's always, you know, a chance I take when dyeing my hair a bit lighter. And also whenever I dye it like a different color, so like let's say blue or like purple or pink, in order for it to actually show up, I actually have to bleach my hair. And I don't really enjoy doing that either because again, it costs a lot of money, and if I box dye it, it destroys my hair, as in there's a lot of breakage. Or it just turns my hair like completely orange, which is also wonderful. I found the instructions online in English, so this is how I think we're gonna do it. And I'm just hoping for the best. But this does also contain like a little bit of bleach. I can smell it right now. And then you just mix it 5 times. Apparently you rotate it like 1 second at a time. I might do a 6th one just to make sure it's all mixed. And this is gonna be my university rebrand, you know? New haircut, new hair color. I don't know how, I think it's 20 to 30 minutes I leave it in for. I really hope it actually foams up. Ah! Oh, speaking of it. Yeah, and you just put it on your hair. Oh, no, going back now. Oh, I should have split my hair into sections. I figured because my hair is so short, it wouldn't even need to go into sections really, but I guess it does. This is also my first time using this brand, so I've actually no clue if it's gonna work or if it's even gonna look good. Part of me wants to go into like a hairdresser's shop and like actually get my hair like professionally dyed. My only issue is it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, especially for like my hair, and if it's not gonna have the same effects, like I love the look of like a platinum blonde. Like I think that's like such a fun look on someone. But if I do want that look, I don't want to turn orange, and I get so scared that that is the case unless I spend like $500 or pounds, which is just not worth it to me. I'm trying to get all the back of my hair, but I really can't see if I'm going anywhere with this. I'm really hoping this turns out okay, because that would be so embarrassing the one time I decide to dye my hair permanently in a different country on camera. I just really want it to turn out well. This is what I used to do with my hair in the shower when I was like younger and pretend I had a mohawk. I think I'm done. I shall see you guys in like 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on how I'm feeling. This is the final product. I haven't styled my hair yet, so it's a little bit... I don't think you can tell by camera, but it looks exactly the same, like on the camera. I generally think this is like the most drastic of hair change, like color that I've ever done, because I don't really dye my hair, don't bleach it. You might be able to tell here a little bit. It's like a little bit lighter. I really don't know how you can tell. Like, I don't know if the camera really like does it justice. My hair's been described as black slash like very dark brown. I think it's like deeply dark brown. I don't think it's black, mainly because I've seen black hair and that's not my hair color. Like my mom has like jet black hair. Like it's so black it's almost blue. Whereas my hair, it's really dark. It's like a dark brown. It's kind of funny saying this. It does actually seem like it's changing to the color on the box, which is not what I expected. I don't hate it. I'm just getting used to it. So we'll see what it looks like once my hair dries. I'm gonna go out for dinner soon. When I come back, we'll do an update. I came back later than I would have liked, but that's okay. This is the dried final product. I quite like it. It's not too obvious, I don't think. I kind of wanted something that matched my skin tone, as in like closer in shade, and I did get that. Quite happy actually about this final result. I'm gonna end this video here, and I appreciate that it might not be very long, but thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day wherever you are, and you shall see me some other time. Good night.
Now we can see Alice in her natural habitat. Oh!